Hello everyone, I'm John with JP Strategic Investments, and today I'm going to talk about the real reason that several stocks are surging today. I'll go over the exact reason for this, how it actually happened, and how you can possibly trade this in a big way. So let's dive right in. So there's been a lot of speculation today as to why some stocks are up huge today, and different reasons have been thrown around, but what is the real reason that these stocks are up huge today? Based on my analysis, it actually has to do with GameStop stock and a little thing called a margin call. Now, if you haven't been watching what's been going on with GameStop stock, just check out the chart of the last couple weeks. The stock is up over 250% in 2 weeks, and at one point just today, it was up over 120%. Now, I'm not going to get into all of the details as to what's been happening with Wall Street bets and GameStop stock, but the main idea is that GameStop stock has been heavily shorted for a while now. Now, really quickly, for any of you that don't understand how shorting a stock actually works, essentially you borrow the shares from your brokerage and you immediately sell them. Then the idea is that you hope to buy the shares back at a lower price and return them to the brokerage, making a profit on the difference. Well, the important part here is that eventually you have to buy back the shares to give them back to the brokerage. Well, for the most part, you have as much time as you want to return these shares. There's a catch though. If the stock eventually goes up so much that the brokerage believes that you won't actually be able to pay them back if it goes higher, they'll give you what's called a margin call. This means that they will force you to buy back the shares and return them. Margin calls are one of the few things that can make short squeezes so dramatic. This is because when a stock begins to rise quickly, investors who are short the stock, including large investment firms and hedge funds, may begin to get margin calls. As these investors buy back the shares to return them to the brokerages, this pushes the stock up even higher, which in turn forces more investors to get margin calls, and in some cases this can start a revolving cycle that eventually pushes all or most of the shorts to buy back their shares. Now, normally a short squeeze doesn't last very long and it's specific to one stock, but in the case of GameStop, it actually spread to more stocks. This is because the upward move in GameStop was so large and so fast that the hedge fund shorting GameStop ended up owing even more money after their margin call, and they are now being forced to buy back short positions in other stocks just to pay back their losses on GameStop. So some of the funds that shorted GameStop were also shorting other stocks like Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC, Rocket Companies, and iRobot, and are now having to buy back their short positions in these stocks to cover their losses on GameStop, which is pushing these stocks up in a big way. So now the question is whether or not this will continue and how high these stocks could actually go. Well, this is somewhat unpredictable because the movements in these stocks are not based at all on the fundamentals of the companies. That being said, there is definitely the possibility that this could force a much larger chain reaction. If the squeeze continues, it could cause other firms shorting these stocks to cover, and if one of these stocks goes up as aggressively as GameStop, this short squeeze could spread to more and more stocks. One thing traders could do to take advantage of this is look at which hedge funds have short positions in these stocks and figure out which other stocks all of these hedge funds short in common. This way you can determine which stock might be the next to pop up and how long these short squeezes will go on. I'll be doing exactly that over the next day or so, and I'll put all the information in a video hopefully in the next day or two. So if you're interested in that, be sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss that video and other stock market analysis like this. Other than that, see you next time and have a great day.